Okay, we're live. I'll turn it over to you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Warden. Okay, I'm putting a call to order for the meeting today. We're starting the meeting at 2:58 p.m. Okay, approval of the agenda. Does anybody have anything they'd like to address on the agenda? They'd like to change, alter, acknowledge? None? Okay, perfect. I need to move her. Oh, yes, Councillor Hamlin.
Were you going to call the meeting open and closed, or were you going to?
I called it open. I called it open just now.
Yeah, because I just had some comments on each of the two items, the main items. That's all.
Okay, then okay. Well, when they come up to the fore, you're more than welcome to speak your mind. No one has a problem with that.
Thank you.
All right. So the approval of the agenda as it stands.
Approval of the agenda. Moved.
All right. Moved by Councillor Hamlin, second by Councillor Rawson. All those in favor? Perfect. Thank you. Is there any disclosure of pecuniary interest? Seeing none. We have no presentations and delegations. So we're going to go into the consent items and matters for consideration. Under economic development, item 7.1 EDS 2025-208 regional technology development site application. And it is my understanding there is a presentation. So I shall pass the chair to allow for such.
Good afternoon. Thank you. I would just like to share some slides here for the presentation. If you'll give me a moment. Okay, great. I'm hoping everyone can see this. Let me see if I can. Great. Thank you, your chair and councillors. I hope everyone can hear me okay. The Economic Development Office is eager to share with you an opportunity to establish a regional technology development site in Simcoe County, subject to a grant from the Ontario Vehicle Innovation Network.
Hi, sorry, Wendy, this is Patrick. Can you just at the top of your screen also hit share from beginning at the top left, just to make the presentation full screen so everyone can see it clearly? Just above there, it says from beginning. Yeah, that's perfect.
There we go.
Yeah,
perfect.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So subject to a successful grant from the Ontario Vehicle Innovation Network and in partnership with the cities of Barrie and Orillia, the EDO is proposing to lead the establishment of a regional technology development site that will support the automotive, electric vehicle, and ground transportation sectors in Simcoe County, and as well further strengthen our partnership with and access to the Ontario Vehicle Innovation Network itself. By way of an overview, the Ontario Vehicle Innovation Network, or OVIN, focuses on a future that builds safer, cleaner, and more efficient transportation. A key initiative of OVIN is the establishment and ongoing funding of regional technology development sites, and I'll refer to them as RTDSs throughout the presentation. An RTDS supports small and medium-sized enterprises, or SMEs, to develop, test, and prototype their advanced automotive technologies and smart mobility solutions, as well as to access advice, expertise, and knowledge around key focus areas for the sector. Currently, there are 7 regional technology development sites located across the province. In terms of, there are 4 key areas of activity involved with an RTDS, and you can see them there on the slide. The first is bringing together stakeholders to support SMEs, and with 2 established post-secondary institutions, as well as a new regional innovation center and a well-established entrepreneurial network across the region, we feel that the county is well positioned for success in this regard. As you can see, the other areas of focus on the screen, the second being to provide access to specialized equipment, hardware, and software, provide access to business and/or technical advisory services, as well as enabling the testing and piloting of technologies and solutions. The opportunity itself, Oven is interested in establishing an RTDS in Simcoe County. They have seen a gap in this area, but also recognize the significant potential for economic growth that aligns with their mandate. There are several reasons why we feel that this presents a real opportunity for this region. And first and foremost is it aligns with key growth opportunities and sectors. Our region has a strong history in the automotive sector, and Simcoe County is also poised for future growth. Given the historic 2024 announcement by Honda to invest $15 billion on the electric vehicle and battery supply chain in Ontario, and more specifically establish a electric vehicle and battery manufacturing plant here in Simcoe County in New Tecumseh. We know as well that there was a subsequent announcement to postpone the implementation of the investment by 2 years. We feel this provides additional lead time and a valuable opportunity for us to respond with supports that will strengthen the automotive sector, automotive supply chain, enhance new technology development, and contribute to securing that investment in our communities. In light of also the evolving trade dynamics, particularly in the automotive sector, we do feel it's imperative to take steps that will support and strengthen the automotive electric vehicle supply chain within Simcoe County, Barrie, and Orillia. An RTDS would provide us as well with the opportunity or platform to develop made in Simcoe County and made in Ontario technologies for the automotive sector. And by establishing the RTDS in our region, it also provides other opportunities, as you can see on the screen, through enhancing ecosystems, supporting innovation, strengthening economic vitality. We would do this through the RTDS by ensuring a very collaborative regional approach. Also supporting the opportunity to support transformational initiatives utilizing existing infrastructure. It will provide the opportunity to attract new investment to the region and further establish the County of Simcoe as a leader in regional economic development. The sixth item there, access to the broader provincial Oven network is also an opportunity. Local innovators will be offered access to a number of unique assets throughout the province for testing new technologies. Plus, the EDO will have access to an opportunity to attend regular quarterly network meetings, strengthen relationships with a broader network of industry experts, and increase awareness of the region's value proposition. So what do we have to offer in our region? We have identified several key assets, and I'll highlight some of them here. First, of course, is Lakehead University, their new Barrie STEM hub that's focused on engineering and computer science. Georgian College as well has their Center of Industrial Simulation and Prototyping, offering access to state-of-the-art technologies. Another identified is the Oral Station Innovation Park. This is there's an opportunity to provide industry with a place to conduct functional testing and demonstrations of their products, technologies, and services in a highly specific controlled environment. And then we would also look to explore options as the need arises to provide access to county and municipal infrastructure and assets such as county roads, self-driving electric vehicles, heavy equipment fleets, perhaps even Lynx transit buses for testing new technologies. These are a few of the identified potential assets that could be utilized. In addition, we are in discussions about opportunities to work with Honda, the town of New Tecumseh, as well as explore ways to potentially access relevant assets and infrastructure from the cities of Barrie and Orillia. And if successful, we will certainly engage municipalities throughout the region to determine the full range of possibilities. Given this, we are anticipating that there will be several sites available to SMEs across the region, offering access to a range of unique offerings. When we look at outcomes for an RTDS in Simcoe County, we anticipate that we'll serve a minimum of 30 SMEs or SME participants who will be working to develop new automotive technologies through the RTDS. There will also be several other KPI or key performance indicators used, such as jobs created or maintained, products developed, patents filed, and several others, which are included in the package that was provided, the report. Some examples of outcomes in other communities you can see on the slide presentation here, and as well more details about these in the package as well. But they include new technologies using artificial intelligence to help cities clear snow more efficiently, and firefighters using augmented reality headsets to see through smoke. Another example is the development of a food delivery robot and a new all-electric luggage tugger boosting airport ground technology. So some really interesting things happening through our TDSs in other communities. The request itself, you can see here on the screen, the total proposed budget or project budget to establish the RTDS in Simcoe County, Barrie Orillia, is $3.6 million over 4 years. The EDO is requesting approval for a financial contribution from the County of Simcoe's Economic Development Reserve Fund of $520,000 to leverage financial investments from Oven up to $1.2 million, from the City of Barrie $260,000, the City of Orillia $40,000, and then the additional it will be made up through in-kind and industry contributions, that additional $1.6 million. This request does align with our economic development strategy, particularly our goal to have businesses stay and grow in this region, supported by a strong and innovative business development environment. In terms of next steps, if approved, we would continue to work with partners towards an application submission deadline of August 29th. And then pending approval, we would anticipate that the launch of the project would happen in Q4 2025. So thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to present today, and I would be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Wendy. Councillor Hamlin has her hand up.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you for that report and for the initiative and taking this forward to this point. I think this is an awesome chance for our region. So I just had a couple of questions. One is, where do you see the physical part of this? Will there be a building, and has one been identified? Thank you. Through you, Chair.
Through you, your Chair. We anticipate there being access to the programs and services in multiple locations throughout the county, and that will be driven by need, but also where some of those access to unique offerings are. And so it could be within various municipalities. It could be, in some cases at Oro Station, in some cases at Georgian College. There will be multiple sites available to access.
Okay, that's great. I just, and this is my ignorance. If all of the buildings and activity are in Barrie and Orillia, is there an argument they should be paying a bigger portion of this? Of the 3 municipalities, the county is really leading or carrying the heavy part of this, and I'm just wondering why that's fair.
Thank you. Through you, your Chair. We developed that model based on percentage of population, share of population. And so that's how we came up with those figures. And we would expect that, as we market, we will be looking to spread those services out accordingly. in a way that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, because I just, just to finish off on this, if all of the economic activities in Barrie and Aurelia, and they get all the spin-off, and the county is carrying the can for no financial benefit. Anyway, you can hear where I'm coming from. Okay, my next question was, I like the part about enhancing the ecosystem. I think that's awesome. And I guess you'll be reaching out to the various local municipalities because there are a number of automobile parts plants, of course, across our county. But I also just wanted to raise, and if you were, that there's some, and I'll just mention one in Collingwood that you might not be aware of, or you probably are because they're big, but McLean's Engineering, for example, they do underground electric vehicles. And they have a huge, like their technology is awesome. I think they have 80 engineers who work for them. So I just hoping that you'll be spreading out into other than automotive because we have some pretty amazing contributors in our area. And also and in line with that, I had the thought that by including at least consulting with our various parts manufacturers and related like McLean's, it might make them feel, I'll say important, which I think is really key in this atmosphere where we know the States is trying to grab them. So the more they feel like they're part of an ecosystem here, I think the better it is for all of us, if you could just keep that in mind. So thank you.
Does anybody else have any other questions? Councillor Cox?
Yeah, mine's pretty simple. Can you send us that presentation, Wendy? The members of the did we get that presentation?
No, I'm not sure if you did.
I can speak to that. Sorry, Wendy. It will be included with the minutes as well, so it will.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay, thanks a lot. It was great. That's why I thought it would be handy for some of council. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else have anything they wish to add, ask, or comment on? Okay, good. Such being the case, then I will call the vote on item 7.1 EDS 2025-208 Regional Technology Development Site Application. Need a mover and a seconder, please. Councillor Rosslyn, Councillor Cox, all those in favor? Carried, thank you. Moving on to item 7.2 EDS 2025-209 Tours of Projects Update. Anybody have anything they wish to add in regards to this? Yes, Councillor Cox. You're mute. Unmute.
Did I hear or did I miss it when I was looking at something that we were going to do a craft brewery tour?
Oh, through you, Mr. Chair. Thanks. Yeah, great question. So, we are working on the craft beverage strategy currently. So, the consultant's still working with some of the producers. We're hoping to roll out the actual craft beverage tour, or whatever that end marketing program will be in 2026. In the interim, we're working on some the marketing campaigns, as you'll see identified in the report, but a lot of promotions. So just trying to attract visitors to the existing producers while we roll out the craft beverage strategy. So nothing yet.
Well, did we think about, while you're promoting it, throwing out a map with them all on it? So if somebody wanted to go see them before it all got out there, that they would be there, because the fall's coming and people will want, that's a good time to travel. I just thought that might be an idea. Actually, it was Catherine from Quails who talked to me, because she said there was one up in, where was it? Gray or Bruce that was doing one, and they've already got their map out. So she and I just sort of talked, and like, if we could get a map out, at least it would get people started. Just a thought. Trying to be helpful.
Through you, Mr. Chair. That's a great suggestion. And
Thank you.
Yeah, and we're definitely going to work on it. I should know this. It might be on our site already, but we're going to start with a digital version of the map.
Okay.
And then as the program establishes.
That's what I'm. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
I love it. Thank you.
Oh, that way it doesn't get lost because everyone's phone is glued to their hip. Okay. Anything else anybody wishes to add? Councillor Hamlin? You're on mute.
Yeah, thank you, Chair. Also through you, my question was, that's a really robust amount of marketing that we're doing digitally. And I'm just wondering to what extent you reach out to all the municipalities to get information on what to advertise, or do you go to businesses, or just how does all that happen? Thank you.
Through you, Mr. Chair, thanks. So there's it's not a straight line, but I'll answer the best I can. So we work directly with operators through product development. So developing cycling tourism as an example, we will work directly with the operators to make sure they're registered as cycling friendly. We send out annual surveys to determine their needs and how we can support them to bring more cycling tourists to, say, their business. And so we do that with all the programs, using craft as another example. Our agritourism coordinator works directly with the producers to ensure that what we're doing is best to represent them and creating a positive economic impact. So we do lots to work directly with the operators, and that's usually around a regional program. And then actually I should tilt my hat to the EDO department because they do a great job at setting up the biannual EDO one-to-one calls. So we meet with each member municipality EDO department a couple times a year to really have those conversations. So what can tourism and what can the county EDO department do to work with you, support the local initiatives, and also bring them into some of our county initiatives as well.
Oh, that's awesome. And just a follow-up, Chair, we have some robust BIAs throughout the county as well. Do you speak to them as well?
Through you, Mr. Chair. Yeah, absolutely. We work with the BIAs as much as possible, usually through committees and those types of things as well. But yeah, for sure, we engage them as much as possible.
Okay, thank you. That's really helpful.
Thanks.
Okay. Just as a side note, if you take a look at the report, they're covering all the bases. They're talking blogs, influencers. They've got course entertainment involved. We got YouTube, every channel. Like the message is getting out everywhere, which is really impressive because they're covering so many different mediums. Such being the case, if nobody has anything else they wish to add, we can take a vote on item 7.2. Oh yes, Councillor Ross and Councillor Hamlin. All those in favor? Carried. That was up quick, Ward Clerk. All right. Other than that, any other matters for consideration that need to be brought forth? Nothing? Okay, we have no. Oh, yes, Councillor Cox. You unmuted, then you muted yourself.
Oh, it's a whole new thing on this thing. I don't know what happened. Anyhow, through the chair to Brendan to go to Catherine. I had mentioned this before, and it just clicked when Councillor Hamlin was talking about BIAs. Do you think, remember we talked about possibly having, I don't even care if we do it like this, online meeting, and just so everybody could get together and we could make sort of I don't care if it's February or March, but just so that we had talked about different events going on and we all need to sort of blend in and get the hotels involved. And I don't know that you're doing, I'm sure you are doing it, but I know that at Lake Country, we've had some hotel managers and different ones. And I just think it'd be really great if we could all do it. Now, I know that you did that session at Fern Resort last year. Even if we could push out to more people to come to that one or something, because I think it's important that the areas all work together so they can go to something in Collingwood, go to Clearview, go to here, go to Midland, stay overnight, come to Coldwater, I mean, there's a trail that can be done quite easily. And I just think that it's hard for the smaller one, like the BIAs, not to get together to know actually what's going on everywhere. And I don't know that they get that information from anybody. Maybe economic development officers take it to them. I have no earthly idea, but I just believe that we need to coordinate our daycations and our staycations, so people who come up for the, I don't know, that bagpipe Scottish festival thing, and when they're finished there, they can go to something else, and then they go to something else, and here's the places you can stay, and you know, those kind of things. I still think that's really important. And especially now when a lot of people aren't going south.
I love it. And through you, Mr. Chair, if I could just comment, I think you'll be happy to know we have not forgot. And and our culture coordinator went on mat leave. We have a new culture coordinator who's amazing as well. And it's her top priority.
Having a baby. But yeah, no, I really believe, and I really think it's the time is right with the US thing and everybody not traveling anywhere, but we can get them here because we have so much to offer. I'm just a real push on what Simcoe County can offer people.
I think you're right, and we even tossed out the idea of maybe bringing in Festivals and Events of Ontario to host a workshop or a seminar with some of the events organizers, something like this as well.
That's fabulous, so, yeah, because it's there. It just needs to do this a bit, I think, and we can really promote Simcoe because we've got such large urban areas around us. And we can offer lots.
Thank you.
You know that. I know that. Thanks, Brendan.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that covers that, which is nice. Thank you. We have no confidential matters for consideration. Okay. So I'm going to vote for adjournment. So Warden Clark can actually go home. Moved by Warden Clark, seconded by Councillor Cox. All those in favor? Perfect. Thank you very much, everybody. If the first meeting moved this quickly, we'd be out a lot faster. But I mean, you know,